21st, Millie Mckenzie finally comes to Hungary. And you don't know who I am? Well, let me tell you. I am the suplex machine. I am world travelled. I've won a championship in every country I've been to. So who I'm wrestling? You better be prepared, because you're not going to know what's hit you. See you soon.
Egyszerre motivált vagyok, és félek is, bevallom őszintén. Ez az, amit szeretek csinálni. Ezért küzdöttem, ezért edzettem, hogy újra előadhassak, hogy azt csináljak, amit tényleg szeretek. Motivált vagyok, hiszen egy olyan birkózóval léphetek egy ringbe, aki már megjárta az NXT UK-t, és ez nem kis szó. Szerintem teljesen jogosan van bennem a félelem, hiszen egy olyan tapasztalt birkózóról beszélünk, akivel nagyon-nagyon hasonló a gondolkodásunk, az, hogy milyen mozdulatokat adunk a ringben. Egyszerűen felfoghatatlan az az érzés, hogy ez megtörténik végre. Abban az időszakban, amikor sajnos nem léphettem ringbe, csak az az egy dolog járt a fejemben, hogy mikor jöhetek vissza. Végre eljött ez a pillanat. Millie-nek rengeteg meccsét láttam már, az NXT UK-n keresztül rengeteg angol szervezeten át, és csak az hajt engem, hogy megmutassam neki, hogy mi is az a magyar virtus.
Hölgyeim és uraim! Újra a HCW ringében! Please welcome back to the HCW ring! Orsi!
Over 2 years in the making. For over 2 years, we have not seen Orsi step into a wrestling ring here for HCW Legacy. And legacy is such a big word in the world of professional wrestling. Legacy is exactly what Orsi is going to be striving for here. A return for the young lady from Hungary into the ring. Mckenzie here with the English language commentary. And the big question walking into this match for Orsi is, how ready is she? How prepared is she for the challenge that is coming?
És érkezzen ellenfele, egyenesen Angliából, and her opponent from Coventry, UK. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Suplex Machine, Millie Mckenzie!
And I did say it will be a gigantic challenge for Orsi, especially considering the fact that she has not had a competitive match since March of 2023. And for her to step into the ring with somebody of the level of Millie Mckenzie, of the Suplex Machine, somebody who has done NXT UK, who has been wrestling for places like Pro Wrestling Eve, Progress, and Rev Pro for years. I'll tell you what, that's a big challenge. A challenge that is not for the faint of heart. With that, this match here begins. A referee for the occasion, Christoph Villady, and it will be a magnanimous occasion, quite a make or break occasion, I will say, for Orsi. Two young ladies who have very similar styles, two young ladies who absolutely love to throw people around. Technically gifted, but you see there in the first interaction, Mckenzie getting the upper hand. And one thing that's for sure, Orsi will be walking into this, as much preparation as she's done, as much training as she's done. Again, that will not change the fact that she hasn't been in a ring for over 2 years. Mckenzie, on the other hand, has been sharpening her blade against some of the best here in Europe. And ring rust is well and truly a very, very dangerous thing, especially when you're in the ring with somebody of the quality of Millie Mckenzie, who now grabs hold of the head. The headlock position, quite tight in there. Orsi lifting Mckenzie up. Mckenzie sent it to those ropes, and she slams straight into Orsi, who looks like the muscle memory is starting to kick in. If you look at her eyes, after that collision, she thinks, oh, I remember this. I'm starting to wake back up. One thing's clear, both of these women quite stubborn, quite hard-headed. Mckenzie revving up for the next run. Oh, no, hold on. Going straight for the foot. And then with a handful of hair, taking Orsi down. Maybe a little more naivete from Orsi after being away from the competition for so long. I'll say this, as difficult and as daunting as the challenge is, like I've said multiple times thus far, it is also a golden opportunity for Orsi to prove herself, to prove that she can get right back in there and get on the right foot. Mckenzie sent it to those ropes, comes right back, and here comes that power of Orsi. That follow-away slam. Mckenzie rushing out of the ring. You saw there Orsi for a moment, lost in the reaction of the fans. These cheers, she hasn't heard them in quite a while. And the energy inside of that ring during a match is, I'll say, intoxicating. And that's another thing that Orsi needs to be ready for. Not let the, let's say, the nostalgia or the joy of the moment distract her too much. You see there Mckenzie running around, more so leading Orsi into a trap that Orsi walked into readily. Mckenzie, now what a twisting neckbreaker here. Onto the cover here for Mckenzie, perhaps for the win here, but a kick out comes in from Orsi. Fans here in Hungary have definitely not forgotten about Orsi, showing their support as now she's gonna need a lot more than just shears as that suplex lands fully onto her back, into the cover here, but the shoulder comes up from Orsi. You can tell Orsi is, well, you'd notice that her preparation, that her training has definitely gotten her relatively ready for the match. You can tell she's a little out of her depth. For myself, having followed Orsi's career until the point where she stopped, I can tell you, she's got a lot, so at least she had a lot more in the tank at the time. She's gonna have to find a way to get those reserves back. Speaking of reserves, her air reserves are running mighty short here with that headlock position you see there, right onto the neck. Orsi trying to relieve as much of the pressure as she can, working her way back up to her feet. But the powerhouse she has always been. And that is exactly what she's showing here against Mckenzie. Who's rushing in, gets a boot straight to the sternum. And Orsi, that power, unbelievable. Into the cover to crown her first win back, but the kick out comes in from Mckenzie. Orsi now staying on top of things. On top of Mckenzie. Grabbing hold in that waistlock position. Trying to pull at Mckenzie. Mckenzie, however, fights her way out. Wonderfully done. Roll up here by Mckenzie into the win, but a kick out. Ducks under. Mckenzie lifts Orsi up, and what a thunderous back suplex. Mckenzie now, finally, to crown herself with the victory, but the kick out comes in from Orsi. And well-traveled is an understatement when you're talking about Millie Mckenzie. I talked about Pro Wrestling Eve or Rev Pro and WWE, NXT UK. This woman has faced some of the best, and I would say is definitely in that upper tier of women in Europe. Waistlock position, she's looking for a German suplex. Oh, she counters and finds a German suplex of her own. And it looks like ever so slowly, like I said earlier, that muscle memory kicking in. Orsi finding her groove. But is it too little, too late? The spear in for Mckenzie. The leg hook, but a kick out. The shoulder comes up from Orsi. You see that reaction from Mckenzie, that frustration. In her eyes, I think she had the match won there. Still very much focused, however, on the goal at hand. Lifting Orsi up, and see that look in her face. Resolute. As the forearms coming in here, Orsi is rocked. Maybe rocked awake now after that last hit. Orsi now coming in with those blows. A step to the foot, and what a super kick. Flush. Caught her in the face. Mckenzie now into those ropes. Orsi ducks under, comes right back with a spear. A torpedo that will catapult her to the win here, but the kick out.
Get it.
Mckenzie still with a kick out, but you see there she's rocked, she's dazed and confused. Maybe Orsi is shining. The glitz, the glamour, too bright for Mckenzie here. Orsi with the cover, and what a successful return.
Hölgyeim és uraim! A mérkőzés győztese! Orsi!
And what a glamorous return! Orsi captures the victory in her first match back in a ring in over 2 years, and especially the fact that she managed to overcome somebody like Millie Mckenzie. I think that is a statement for the future. Orsi putting everyone on notice. You better watch out, because I am back.